Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Hammond collection review. Today we're taking a look at the new Scutosaurus. Yeah, I've been absent from the channel for a while, and I've actually had the Scutosaurus for I think like a month and a half now. I think I got it sometime around the end of November, and this is such a weird Hammond collection release. It came up for pre-order on Amazon a couple months ago. It started shipping out, and it's kind of like on and off available. Like really no one knows what's going on with this figure. It's already going for like, pretty much double retail value on, secondary sites. So yeah, definitely a weird release. I don't know if this is gonna be another Pyroraptor situation, but I'll still leave the link to Amazon down below in the description just in case this thing comes back into stock. So let's just take a quick look at the packaging. We got the Hammond Collection logo up here, the Scutosaurus in the nice window box, and a nice picture of the Scuto on the front of the box. You can see, my box came in nice mint condition from Amazon, spinning it around. We just have the regular Jurassic World logo because this animal has not appeared really in much Jurassic media, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Here's some more promotional images of the Scutosaurus with a with a defining armored body and a sturdy build. The Scutosaurus is a strong herbivore, ready to embark on any track and adventure. And down here are the other figures available in this wave: the Atrociraptor, Ghost, and Triceratops. I should have those figures within the next few days. They already shipped from my Target pre-order, and there's the previously reviewed Hammond Collection Allosaurus. So enough about the packaging. Let's crack this figure open and take a closer look. And here is the Scutosaurus out of the packaging. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised by the quality of this figure. Really nicely detailed, sculpted, and textured. And look how awesome that glass eye looks. I've been bitching ever since the Hammond Collection T-Rex came out. The glass eye makes most of the figures look dead if they're not in the right light. And the way the glass eye is implemented on the Scutosaurus, it looks good from almost any position. I wish all the figures could look like the Scutosaurus, and I'll completely stop complaining about them if they do. So yeah, Scutosaurus is a really weird inclusion in the Hammond Collection. It basically has like almost no Jurassic, Park, Jurassic World, presence, in the line. It first made an appearance in the Jurassic Park Series 2 back in the Kenner days. It was an unreleased figure. A couple slipped out, and those are worth a ton of money. And then it made another appearance in the Lost World Series 1, which I feel like this figure is a nice homage to that one. And then we did get a couple in the Jurassic World main line. And it's not even a dinosaur. It's a Parareosaur, it's a type of reptile from the Permian area, that fun, era before the Triassic. So yeah, really weird inclusion to the line, but I'm all for non-canon dinosaurs showing up in the Hammond Collection. It's my preferred Jurassic line. That's why you basically haven't seen any mainline reviews on the channel the last couple months. My main focus right now is Hammond Collection. And for some measurements, this figure is 5.5 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the very short, tiny tail, or just under 14 centimeters, and about 2.5 inches tall to the shoulders, or 6.3 centimeters. So Scutosaurus in real life was between 8.2 and 9.1 feet long, or between 2.5 to 3 meters. So I put this figure somewhere in the 117 to the 119 scale range. So take a look at some of the finer details of this figure. This is a really well done figure. I love the sculpt and paint apps. Even though the paint apps are kind of bare bones, it fits the style of this figure. The main body is done in a dark green. You have a little bit of light brown for the upper part of the body with these dark brown markings painted throughout the body, tail, and along the head. Speaking of the head is really well done. The glass eye, like I said earlier, it looks absolutely fantastic in most, angles and forms of light. Really wish a lot of the other figures in the Hammond Collection had a glass eye of, this magnitude. You do have a couple horns protruding from the cheek and from the lower jaw. The teeth, they are very sharp and carnivore-like. Scutosaurus in real life was a herbivore. Really weird choice to do this, but this is Jurassic World. Everything needs to be awesome broed. Going down to the long front legs, you can see some nice osteoderms peppered throughout. The toe claws on the front and back legs are not painted. They're really tiny, so I'm not surprised Mattel didn't bother to paint them. Going along the back, you have all this osteoderm armor pepper throughout. You have all mix it in with that brown paint and dark markings, and then going down to the tiny little tail, which looks absolutely great. This does come disassembled. I just never showed it. Just a little rubber piece. You just have to pop it on a ball joint. So yeah, all around this figure looks great, and you do have a little bit of white for the underside of the neck and the underbelly. So yeah, this figure is really, really cool. Definitely a surprise release in the Hammond collection. For articulation, the mouth can close completely flush and open up about that far. You do have two joints for the head. The head can turn side to side, and you get a little bit of upwards and downward movement. And on that neck joint, it is on a ball joint. You get some nice downward and upward movement, and using both those joints at the same time, you do get some nice side to side movement. Going down to the hind legs, they are on a hinge. It allows you to swing them out. The elbow joint arm, the forelimb can extend that far and bend to past 90 degrees. That is a really excellent bend. Love the articulation on that. And then for the front legs, they are on a hinge joint. They can turn side to side and move up and down. For the back legs, really wish this joint right here had a joint similar to the front limbs, but for some reason Mattel in these $15 figures will only give like one of the four limbs those joints and not the other. Back legs can move back that far. That is under 90 degrees. You get some nice back and forward movement, and the tail is on the ball joint. You get some up and down and side to side movements. So all around, the articulation is good. Just really wish it was an articulation joint on the hind legs. But other than that, I think this figure has some great articulation, especially for $15. Moving on with comparisons, here it is with the Hammond Collection Owen Grady. And here it is with one of the mainline Mattel Scutosaurus. This is the one from the 93 Classic Collection. And next we have it with some of the other non-dinosaur Hammond Collection figures. There's only been a few of them. We have the Lost World Geosternbergia and the Jurassic World Dominion Dimetrodon. And lastly, for comparisons, here it is with the rest of the 2024 Hammond Collection releases. We have the amazing Giganotosaurus, the Therizinosaurus, the previously reviewed Allosaurus, Blue, the Dimetrodon, Velociraptor Charlie, and the Pyroraptor. So 2024 was a great year for the Hammond Collection. We saw a lot of improvements with the line, especially with the much more proportionate feet. The figures look so much better with proportionate feet, and I can't wait to see what 2025 has in store for this line. This is my main Jurassic line now. Basically, I've forgotten about the main line. I know a lot of people like the main line reviews on this channel, but things are getting more expensive. I collect a lot of other lines besides Jurassic World. I collect a lot of other dinosaur lines, and I'm big into Transformers. And boy, do those eat up the toy budget. So right now, my main focus is the Hammond Collection when it comes to Jurassic. So final thoughts on the Hammond Collection Scutosaurus. I think this is a great figure. I love seeing non-canon dinosaurs in this line. Articulated dinosaur figures are definitely my jam, and so also a lot of other people's. Yeah, it's a really well done figure. The sculpting and detail is really nice. The paint apps work really well for the look of this figure. My only minor critique is, they gave it, carnivore teeth when this thing in real life was actually a herbivore. Other than that, I have no complaints. The glass eye looks absolutely fantastic. I think it's the best looking glass eye of any of the Hammond Collection figures so far. Really fun figure to play around with. The distribution on this is still spotty at the time of this review, and like I said earlier, the link if you want to try to order this from Amazon is down below in the description. So that will do it for the review. I have a lot of stuff I need to catch up on. I've been really terrible maintaining the reviews on this channel lately. I got the albino Beast of Ceratops. Still never did the review on the BOTM Allosaurus. I got the Hologood Utah Ceratops, and I have some other stuff from Hologood that should be here any day. So I really got to get on the ball and start catching up on these reviews. So stay tuned for all that. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and it's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.